Hello and welcome to another episode of the Roach Koach podcast, the journey to create the Nu-Metal Canon. My name is Lorin Kozlowski. With me, as always, the original Roach Rider, Mr. Matt
Keep
Nas.
it rolling, baby.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, back with you, back for another episode of Roach Koach, creating this Nu-Metal Canon one album at a time. This week, it's back at your boys. It's the Gruesome Twosome, Matt and Lauren. We're
Two
doing it.
chums ready to chop it up about Nu-Metal.
Listen, we've got to chop it up. The number one note we get on our Spotify when people are just like, what do you think of the app? You know, and it sends you that question. People say, we love it when you chop it up.
Chop it up. I love it. In before we started recording, you have a desk lamp.
Yeah.
Desk lamp was off,
Mm-hmm.
and when you turned it on, the reticle of your or I don't even know if that's the iris of your camera went crazy, and it just became lobster cam. You
Yes.
are as red as a human being can possibly be.
Matt, it's probably because I just spend my days running and gunning. Okay.
Dude, that's all you do.
It's all I do. When people say, what do you do at work? I say, I run and I'm gunning. You know, I don't tell them what I do. I just tell them that I'm running and gunning.
And we're
And
chopping it up.
we're gonna chop it up. And we're gonna chop it up tonight. And that's because we got to chop it up about one band. And that band is Ill Niño.
Ill Niño.
We're talking about their album Confessions. Or Confession, I'm sorry. No S.
No S. It's
No
not
S.
the Usher. It's not a cover to cover recreation of Usher's seminal classic Confessions.
Yeah, this is just one confession. No, or one session in a confession. We're going to get into it. And a lot of people are saying, wow, it's been a long time since Roach Koach has covered Ill Niño on the show.
Did you
Correct.
do the research?
Did I do the research on when we first did them on the show, Matt?
Yes.
You know, I did look it up and then forgot. I'm now scrolling to see if I can find it quickly because I know it was very early on. And the last time we did it was episode 75.
Holy.
November 2017. We did Revolution.
Wow.
And we haven't done them since. And people are wondering, is there a reason why? And actually, there is a reason why. So after we did it the first time, none of us were really big fans. And I would say to Jenny, would you like to do Ill Niño again? And she would say, no. And I was like, okay. And we would do other albums. And you can go through our discography and our episode list, and you can see the other albums we did instead of doing Ill Niño. Now, Jenny leaves the show. I'm thinking, well, there's a lot of push from our listeners. They want us to do Ill Niño. We're having guests come on. Some of these guests are listeners.
Yeah.
I would say to them, would you like to do Ill Niño? And they would say no. And then I would ask other people, and they would say no. I asked one person who I will not say who, but I said one person, I said, hey, want to come on the show and do Ill Niño? And they said no, because I'm beefing with them. And I was like, my God. So I could not find anyone to do Ill Niño on the show, but people regularly ask for us to do them. They have many, many albums. They come up all the time. Nu-Metal stalwarts.
Yep.
They were in the thick of it. They were in the come down. And so I was like, you know what, Matt? It's just you and me, buddy. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Let's ride with the little boy.
That's right. So we are talking about Confession by Ill Niño, which was released on September 30th, 2003.
A true come down record.
A come down record. Matt, where were you September 30th, 2003?
Ooh, good question. I was working for OnStar. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been a kind of a rough year for me. Might have been a pretty rough one, if I'm remembering correctly. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. September 2003. It's the fall. It's the beginning of my senior year of college. An incredible year of highs and lows. Mostly highs, I will say. And I mean, September 30th, we are just weeks away from Kill Bill Volume 1?
Oh,
I am living the dream, let me tell you. Okay? I am living the dream. I am not aware of this album though. I will tell you that much. Did not know this album. This was a brand new discovery for me. Now, going into the deets on this one for Ill Niño. This is their second album. Debuted at 37 in the Billboard Top 200. First week sales of 27,863. I love how exact that is.
That's very exact.
It is the most successful Ill Niño album to date, selling more than 600,000 copies worldwide by 2023.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I believe 500,000 of those are in America. Your lineup on this album,
USA.
USA,
USA.
USA, we did it again.
We did it again.
We did it again. All right, Matt. There are a lot of boys in Ill Niño.
Yeah, they're a little top heavy.
We've got Christian Machado on vocals,
Classic.
Aru Luster on lead guitar,
Perfect.
Jardel Pasante on rhythm guitar.
I love that you're now forcing yourself.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Laz Pena on bass guitar.
Love it.
Omar Clavio on keyboards, turntables, and programming. Danny Kuto on percussion, and Dave Chivari on drums.
It's a lot of boys.
A lot of boys. Now, notable for this album, this is the first album by Ill Niño to not feature Mark Rizzo, who left during the recording to join Soulfly, and also the first to feature Aru Luster, formerly of Machine Head. Yes. Your producers on this album, Bob Marlette and Dave Chivari. Bob Marlette, his credits include Black Sabbath, Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie, Shinedown, Seether, Saliva, Leonard Skinner, Alice Cooper, and Sheryl Crow.
So he's a guy who does the damn thing.
If you are going into the studio and you're like, listen, I don't know, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little worried. I'm making a record, but I don't know, do I have a steady hand behind the board? It's going to be touching them knobs, turning the knobs, moving the sliders up and down. And then you see the smiling face of Bob Marlette. You're in safe hands.
You're okay.
You're going to be all right.
Fine.
I mean, looking over his entire discography, I'm trying to see. I imagine that we've done other albums that he has handled. But based off this selected discography here, apparently not. He did work on 2 Filter albums. He worked on The Trouble with Angels from 2010 and The Sun Comes Out Tonight in 2013. And let's see, he worked on 4. Oh, he worked on Saliva every 6 seconds.
Holy. All right.
We know Bob. We know Bob.
It's not our first rodeo with Bob.
Absolutely not. Let's see. Genre text for this record, Matt. Alternative metal.
Okay.
Nu metal.
There it is.
And Latin metal.
Hello.
Let's keep an eye on that one. Keep an eye and an ear for this Latin metal tag. He's gonna come back. I have a physical copy of the album here, Matt.
Show it to me.
Here it is. Here, I took the liner notes out, but here's the front cover there. We've got a hand clasped in prayer, holding a rosary. Ill Niño font, all lowercase letters.
Hell yeah.
On the back, you have everyone in Ill Niño. And I wanted to say, there's a lot of people in Ill Niño.
It's a lot of guys on this album.
And a lot of but here's the thing, just about all of them have dreads. And the one guy who doesn't have dreads, he likes to wear a backwards baseball cap. That's his move. Doesn't have one here in this picture. But he does in all the music videos.
All right.
Nothing other really remarkable. We have just another picture of the band here in the inside liner notes. Some up close shots of the rosary. And everyone's gonna want to know, Lorin, would you pick this bad boy up? I got this from one FYE.
Ooh.
For a suite, $4.99.
Look at you. Look at you, big thrifting.
Yep. I mean, you got to go and listen. You got to keep the lights on in any FYE that's near you. And some people might be like, why do you need to do that?
Really, Lorin? Do I?
You have to, okay? Because they're they're one of the last bastions, okay? They're an anchor store in any failing mall. And you've got to go in there. So if you're saying, Lorin, I'm not a CD guy. What else am I going to get from FYE?
Oh,
You you can get some anime posters.
hell yeah.
You can
Do you
get
like
some
Funko Pops?
if you like Funko Pops,
They got Funko
they
Pops.
got Funko Pops. Would you like to buy a DVD, not a Blu-ray, but a DVD for $28?
Have
FYE.
you been looking for a DVD copy of Shallow Hal? They got it still.
They got it, baby. They got it. Brand
Ooh,
new. Brand new.
ooh. What's this Van Wilder poster doing here?
Should be in your room.
Should
Should
be.
be in your room.
Hey, I didn't realize it was the rise of Tosh, the
Even better.
second Van Wilder film.
Even better. Listen, they got some plushies, I'm sure. You know, listen, there's a lot to be found in an FYE.
What's
You know
this
what?
McFarlane stand-up of Harold and Kumar go to Guantanamo Bay?
Listen, if I'm gonna get an action figure, I want to make sure it's one that I can't move and cannot play with, and it's from a film that should not have action figures. You
I'm
know,
just
that's
I'm
what I want.
just throwing curveballs at you. I'm just trying to hit you out of the park, Lauren.
Matt, when McFarlane Toys started, I was a little boy.
Oh,
And I remember that it was amazing to see these Spawn action figures so detailed.
so detailed.
You know,
So many points of articulation.
yeah,
You take a look at He-Man, and it was like you had the arms that could do this and the legs that could splay. And the head could move, and that was about it. And that was pretty much every toy. Star Wars might have had a joint in the leg and the arm, so that gave
yeah.
it more points. Buddy, I have some Spawn toys that
Mhm,
I've gotten rid of over the years because of I'm 46 and
right, yeah, that's a good
my
reason.
life has moved on from them. I have sold them. I've sold a lot of them. But boy, oh boy, I had some, and it was like 185 points of articulation.
Yeah, and but what's great is at a certain point he was like, you know what, I'm gonna make these action figures of every single member of Kiss,
Yep.
but I'm not. I'm gonna remove the joints because you shouldn't be moving them. They should just stand there. You know, and that's where we're at. We went. He went from here's a guy you can move in any position, and now we're back to I don't even think his head moves. And you can get these figures at FYE for a sweet $29 to $46 depending.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
absolutely.
All right, so
Did
that's
I have a Rob Zombie McFarlane playset? You bet your sweet ass I did.
I love it, Matt. So that's our little push for FYE. Keep them going so I can continue to go in there and occasionally find cheap Ill Niño CDs.
Keep the
Uh,
lamplight trimmed and burning.
that's right, Matt. So yeah, so a physical copy here. I did do a little bit of digging around interview research wise and found that Christian was interviewed by our good friend Scott Bowling on Good
Nice.
Company with Bowling. A very thoughtful interview. I do always enjoy Scott just sort of letting people just you can just feel like they are in Scott's basement and it is probably the most relaxed interview setting they've ever been in, and you
Yep.
could feel people just sort of opening up as the interviews goes on. And when he was talking about this record, Christian was he basically said that he was, you know, trying to get more personal, deal with more personal topics on the record, but he wasn't sure about his singing. But he
Mm.
said that all of the band members would just gas him up. You're doing great. You're doing it. You're doing it. But he was unsure about his ability. And he always saw himself as a songwriter first, a singer second, which I thought was
Mm.
very interesting. So but yeah, he came across a very thoughtful, very interesting guy. There is a lot of drama surrounding Il Nino now. We're not going to get into that because it wasn't going on at the time of this record. I mean, there is drama, but not the drama that's going on now. If you'd like to know
Yeah.
more about that, you can go to gugu.com and you can learn all about it.
Yeah. But
Um,
it's all reported to you by the Goo Goo Dolls.
By the Google does, yeah. That at Google.com, Johnny Resnick gets in and he tells you the newest news, the Goo news,
The Goo News.
the Goo news.
He plays Iris and he tells you the Goo News.
Yeah,
And is like, oh yeah, Il Nino. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, it's bad.
yeah, yeah. That's right. Yeah, And at the end of it, he just says, "Why don't you just slide over the cursor and like this post?"
I loved how hard you had to manipulate that, but also that you landed it beautifully, my friend.
Listen, when people listen to the show, they go, "How does he do it?" And the answer is, "I'm running and gunning." That's how I do it. That's how I do it.
That's
Uh,
what you get when we're chopping it up.
we're chopping it up. All right.
I can't believe we're at song 1 already. You got more news to report?
You know what, Matt? The thing about it is this record it's their most successful record. I have a physical copy. There isn't much to say about the liner notes.
Let's
And
do it.
let's do it. Let's do it. To kick this record off, this first song is called Te Amo, I Hate You.
Is that my name? I hate you.
Um, we'll find out.
All right. Well, I'm a Spanish fool because te amo is I love you, and mi nombre is my name. Boy. Watch
okay.
for Dora, Matt.
Matt, it's okay. You're on track 1. By the end of this album, I believe you will be fluent.
Fluent. Yeah,
You'll be fluent.
absolutely.
Absolutely. So Matt, right off the bat, I, for one, appreciated that we were riffing and we were
Yes.
scratching and we were saying, I hate you. And then they were saying, fuck you. And then they were saying, don't try telling all your fucking lies because I want to make you eat your words and die. I was like, if that ain't kicking off a new metal record, I don't know what is.
I'm like, I think Lauren's here for it.
I'm here for it. Now, I did notice on my, so I did 3 listens. My first listen was a dinner listen. You got that right. I'm giving
Ooh,
you this
yeah.
proper. And on the dinner listen, I was like, man, Ill Niño is ripping it up. Ripping it up. On my second listen, I did a car listen. And in that case, I was very aware of how Linkin Parky this song and many more songs are going to sound. The Don't Try reminded me of also the song Don't Stay, which is on of Meteora, which came out,
Mm,
I believe, within I think like a I think it came out in March of 2003.
okay.
So right around this, yeah. So same year. But we knew it was in the air. Listen, I mean, Linkin Park was in the air already. So
Absolutely.
but I liked this. I appreciated the fuck yous. I mean, make you eat your words and die. We're coming in hot right away. It ends with a mix of screamed and mumbled fuck yous, so that feels extremely new metal. And with everything we're doing on the show now, Matt, side project summer, the pact, everything like that, roachkoach.com, or I'm sorry, patreon.com/Roach Koach podcast, subscribe, listen to the pact. But it was nice once again just hear some meat and potatoes new metal,
Yeah.
really just getting into it. So I thought this was a pretty solid open. I felt good. I felt good about it. Matt, how'd you feel?
Yeah, definitely like the aggression at the top. I like that Te amo, I hate you. Once I figured out that it was I love you, I hate you, it made everything so much better for me. But then I got left hooked by a sweet chainsing in that chorus.
Mhm.
We did have a chainsing. Wasn't strong though. I would say that it was pretty diluted because it almost in a way had a chainsing on the verge of Tool Town.
Mhm.
Like, but see what you're saying about Lincoln Park. It's kind of like got a good. It's kind of got their good energy going through it. Uh, yeah, I think it is a solid opener,
Mhm.
but not a hot
Yeah,
opener.
not a hot opener. It needs more screams. I think if it's
Yes,
going to be
if there
hot.
was, if you told me that there was a breakdown at 2 minutes,
Mhm.
then I would be like, well, things just got a little spicier.
We will have some breakdowns later, but I don't believe there is one on this one. Um, I had to dig into songmeanings.com to see what the Ill Nino fans, the Nino heads, as I call them.
Oh yeah,
We have a few comments here. Blade said this song is one of Ill Nino's finest. Okay.
okay,
Um, Ellen Sinos says the sheer power of this song is the emotion. Te amo in Spanish means I love you. Right after that, I hate you. I believe that since it is the first song in the CD Confession, it is like the person is just realizing exactly what she feels, albeit violently. Therefore, something caused this outburst. In the line, "You were just another bitch, and I know what you did it, and I know that you did it," might mean that she was having an affair with someone else. This ties with, "But now you eat your words," may mean that she's getting a taste of her own medicine. How is up to the imagination of the listener. "Eat your words and die" is disturbing imagery. This song is a good stress reliever.
Oh,
That was another twist ending, classic twist ending.
classic
Uh,
song meanings twist ending.
yeah,
Did you find yourself coming home? Because you're running and gunning. I mean, I'm looking at a guy
yeah,
over there, 2 words, running, gunning.
yep,
That's high stress. That's high
very much.
stress.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
a lot of wear and tear on the old body, the
Hmm.
joints.
Yeah,
You come home, crack open a Seagram's golden wine cooler, put on the El Nino, and just let your cares drift away.
Matt. When this came on, I was eating dinner. I never felt less stress in my life. Truly, it was just all lifted off my shoulders.
Calgon, take me away.
Truly, truly. Now, I was going through these comments, Matt, and they're from November 12th, 2005, March 2nd, 2006.
What a time to be alive.
Then I saw this comment from May 26th, 2024. The name of this commenter is It's a Come Down. I will read you this comment.
Oh, okay.
Hot open. I can't
Oh,
relate to having a romantic relationship, but I have been strung along unknowingly by friends and women that I like. So there's that. As for the song meaning, it's pretty obvious that the dude got cheated on, which I imagine sucks, and he's pretty off about it. It's probably the best on the album, IMO, and I can't wait to see Ill Niño on September the 11th. No joke.
one of ours.
Gotta be one of ours.
Gotta be one of ours.
Interesting to see. Interesting to see. A lot of bits in there. I was like, well done. Well done. You know what? Keep FYE alive. Keep songmeanings.com alive. Okay. And you know what else we can keep alive, Matt? This episode by doing the next song.
All right, baby.
How can I live?
How can I live?
Freddy, look out. It's Jason. Jason, look out. It's Freddy.
Indeed. This was on the Freddy versus Jason soundtrack. I will be completely honest. I know we did a mega episode about that album and that movie.
With the POD cast.
No, that was for our show.
Oh, which one did we do for POD? We did Texas Chainsaw?
We did Texas Chainsaw, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This one, when we did it for our show, Matt, Matt, Jenny and I also read the book Slash of the Titans
That's right.
about the making of that movie. And that was one where we once again took ourselves to the limit. We're texting each other. What page are you on? I can't believe we did this to ourselves again. Reading a book, watching a movie, listening to this album. And so I think because of all of that, created something of a traumatic situation. Plus seeing, basically our two fathers fight, Freddie and Jason. I did not have memory of this song. It was a brand new listening for this show, for this album. I did notice that we are decently rocking and ripping.
Oh yeah.
We do have a lot of smooth boy vocals here. Like immediately, that really struck me on my second listen. I was like, man, they scream a little bit, but they really just want a smooth boy.
Yeah.
They really. But when you look at where we are on the timeline, 2003,
We don't want it right now.
the smooth boy is king.
Oh yeah. This is
Mhm.
peak post grunge.
Absolutely. So this one I was like, okay, this was a single, and I get it, and I didn't really have a problem with it. I mean, do I wish there was more screaming? Yes, but I wasn't like upset about it. Once again, first listen, I'm eating food, I'm de-stressing. This is just removing all the stress from my body. This is like a audio massage.
Oh yeah. This is like
just working out all the kinks in my back. So so I had no problems. How'd you feel about this one, Matt?
felt pretty good about it. I liked what was happening there. I will say that I heard a lot of that. What I don't know, Wikipedia might call Latin metal.
Okay.
You know, I heard some bongos, I would guess. If
Yes,
I were to, I
you are
don't know.
correct.
You know, so I felt like maybe that's why they put that tag on there. Put a bongo on a track, you know, instantly. Like, here
Mhm.
it is. It's Latin. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So, what do you think this song would be about, Matt? Do you think this might be about Christian and the relationship with his father, or do you think this is about a girl?
I mean, how can I live is gives me girl feelings.
Okay.
Does give me girl feelings.
All right. So there's debate on songmeanings.com about this. TMV 805 said this song is definitely about Christian's father and how even though he never met him, he sees things in himself that are just like his father. Not positive things either. How can I live without you isn't a longing for him. It's saying I can't get rid of these aspects of my personality that I hate that I got from you, parentheses, his father. But then we have some pushback. Freedom Liver. Incredible song meanings name.
Great name.
This song is about a guy that wishes he still had the love of his life and he misses her so much. This song has helped me through one of the hardest breakups I have ever had.
Wow.
I thought about this girl day and night, and I heard this song and brought back all the good memories we had, and I love it. And I want to say thanks to Ill Niño for this song. Thank you. These guys rock in concert. Best show I've ever seen.
Wow.
Donnie Darko 28 says, maybe it is about Christian's father, but all I think about whilst listening to this song is a girl I really like. Then Dare Bull says, me too, Donnie Darko 28, but she ignores me, even though that's my own fault. Sometimes I really want to kill her boyfriend. Wish I could let her listen to this song, but all songs mean something else to everybody. And I'm like, what is happening here? Then Born a Broken Man 19 says, I agree with you, Donnie Darko 28 and Dare Bull. The girl I want is taken by a guy who treats her like shit, and I just want to find a way to tell her how I feel about it. Before I do, I want to kick her boyfriend's ass.
And then Incel Never 69 said, holy God, what is guys?
Guys,
Get it together,
get it
man.
together. All right. Because first and foremost, I feel like there is still this it's from the movies. In movies, they have the girl with the boyfriend, but she actually doesn't like him, but she's with him because like he's popular, she's popular.
Mhm.
Never seen this play out in real life. I just want to mention that. Like anytime somebody was with somebody and they weren't happy about it, and it was like a high school thing. Like I just never saw it. I mean, like it was always this thing that it was just like these guys just like, oh man, I'm just white knight in for her. She's just waiting for this Ill Nino super fan to just swoop in. This guy, he's not delivering the goods. Like, what do you know? You're not there. You're not at their
Yeah,
house.
like
What do you
you have
see?
you've literally no idea how attraction works.
No insight. No insight.
No. Well,
None.
I mean, that's truly. I mean, you're
Mhm.
looking at a guy who had no idea how
Right.
attraction worked.
We didn't know. We didn't know. So I see
When
this and I'm like, yeah, these are
does this strike you as familiar? Like, if you found out that someone was interested in you, you were like, nah.
me. Unlikely.
Exactly.
I'm too busy running and gunning. There's no way. There's no way.
That was exactly what I was like. Like, that's impossible.
No,
All right.
no,
Back to
no.
pining over the dumbest ideas. See you later.
There's no way it could be possible. If you turn on fluorescent light, look at me. No way. Absolutely
No
not. No.
way.
No way. So I mean, so there was a debate there. I do feel like I'm leaning as much as I don't want to, I do lean towards this probably is more about a girl, I feel like. And then I watched the music video for this song,
Oh,
Matt.
yeah.
The song's music video begins with a woman walking down a street as the camera reveals the name of the street is
Elm
Elm
Street.
Street. The woman stops and looks around with someone watching her from behind a fence. The woman tries to run away a few times with the unseen presence chasing her before she falls to the ground. At the end of the video, the woman wakes up in bed, revealing that it was just a nightmare. The video's story with the woman is intercut with shots of the band performing the song in a room. Now, that's what the Wikipedia had to say about this video. Now they don't mention, though, is that the room that the band is performing in appears to be a basement that is leaking and smoking and vibrating because Ill Niño is rocking the fucking house, okay? If Ill Niño's in your basement, okay, if you decide to do a Sean Paul Get Busy situation and have a party in your basement and have Ill Niño play, you're about to be condemned, all right? They're
Get
going to
ready.
shake the foundation. Leaks are going to happen. All this is going to go on because they can't stop rocking. I don't know why this was left out of the Wikipedia description because it's truly vibrating. It's not leaks all over the place. Also, there are scenes that are intercut with Christian floating over a bathtub, and in another scene, he's floating in the air while light orbs circle him. I want to mention that the band looks very sweaty because they are playing extremely hard in this
So hard.
basement, and the dread action off the charts.
Top tier.
Top tier dread action. If you have a dread, if we have a dread rating scale, which I don't think we've ever unveiled before on the show, but if we were to have a dread rating scale, what it is you're going to get with dread actions. I'm talking swinging. I'm talking head banging. I'm talking falling down and almost like a dread waterfall. This video gives you 10 out of 10 dreads.
10 out of 10 dreads.
And it helps that there are like 100 guys in El Nino with dreads. So it's just that everywhere you look, dreads. Everywhere.
The aesthetics are high in this video. Like, it is very stylized, very intentional. These guys are going for it, jumping in unison, hair going. My main man up front, peacocking like crazy. So many beaded wristbands. So many. Just
eyebrow piercings.
Yep.
Labret piercings. He's got them all. And then we would be remiss to mention that they mentioned that there's a woman in this video. A woman. Wikipedia. It's not just a woman. It's a hottie. Get it straight. Get it straight.
And you know what she's dressed up as? A goth hottie. Come on.
Right. That's right. We got a goth. We have a brunette hottie. You don't see those all the time. They tend to favor blondes, but Ill Niño said, get a brunette hottie for our video.
Yeah, and put her in a corset. Stat.
What's our corset budget? Well, it's going to cut into it's going to cut into catering. Listen, man, we don't need that. We don't need those corn. We don't need it. We don't need those corn dogs. You don't need that corn dog. Get that. Put it to the corsets. Let's sit down with the budget. All right.
Show me how much it costs.
Show me. I'm going to move some money around. We're going to make this work. So I very much enjoyed that video. I was very surprised once they showed the Elm Street thing. I thought I was just going to get a clip show.
Yeah,
but no, I did not.
Not really.
No, and once again,
it's almost like they couldn't afford the licensing because there really isn't a lot of Freddy versus Jason in this.
No.
So was this filmed before the movie was finished? So they really didn't incorporate.
I have a feeling that it might have been a situation where they filmed it with the intention of maybe intercutting scenes from Freddy vs. Jason later, and then someone said, let's put the focus on the album. Because the album comes out after Freddy vs. Jason's been out. So
shit.
So I'm thinking, they were like, don't worry about that movie anymore. We'll give them a little taste. So hey, remember us from the Freddy vs. Jason soundtrack. But now we got a full album, and these are the boys of Ill Niño. Get to know them, get to know their faces, get to know their dreads.
Yeah, we're gonna put you floating above a tub instead of paying for the licensing for Freddy or Jason.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the floating orbs stuff looked great.
Yep,
I thought they nailed it there. All right,
okay,
let's keep it going. Up next, we've got two Vaya con Dios.
Wait,
Matt,
this is not cool.
It's not cool. Here's the thing, Matt. On my second listen, I really started to notice the lyrics to this song.
Yeah.
And then I watched the interview with Scott Bowling, and I said, this is kind of amazing because it's like, what if you got into a fight with your band members and a bunch of them left and you weren't happy about it, and you said, do I get poetic or do I settle a score and get real as fuck? And he went with the second choice. And I think it was the right choice because this song made me laugh and made me smile every single time because it is full of so much venom and also has lines like, "We were so tight. I thought we were friends. I don't think it's all right." It's a bad friendship song. This is a song everyone's always talking about betrayal. I've been betrayed. But this one has a visceral heat to it
Mm-hmm.
that feels it just feels more personal, and I appreciated that. I wanted that. And you might be saying lyrically it seems a little clunky, Lauren. I'm taking the clunk. For one, it's new metal, so we should have some clunk anyway. I'm taking the clunk because I'm getting the authenticity. Because clearly, when he was putting it together, he could have presented this to Marlette. Marlette could have gone, "Can you tighten this up? Can you make it a little smoother?" Or he probably saw in his eyes the raw intensity of a man wronged. And he went, "There's only one place for you. And it's in that booth
Get in
with
that
those
booth.
lyrics. Give me what you got." He's so mad. He's so mad.
I
You think you know everything. You think you know everything. You can play this. This is a really good song if you and your roommate are beefing. It's like, I want you to sit down and play you a fucking song. Drink my milk. Those are my Cheerios. You ate my Cheerios. Put my name on it. You think you know everything? When will this shit ever end?
I um Oh, buddy, I don't know. On you had a second listen, which made you appreciate it more.
Okay.
The first listen gave me super little brother vibes, and as a little brother, I
Uh-huh.
identify it because the feeling and the hurt is real, but
Mhm.
the expression of it is miserable. My friend Matt Rose, who you know,
Yes.
often would tell a story of a kid that got bullied and pushed around after school. And he got so upset that one time he's like, "You want a blowjob? You got a blowjob," because he thought that that was a threat.
Mm.
And that's the
Classic miscalculation.
big miscalculation. Like, you thought you had the kill shot, and nope, you were just aiming at your foot. That is, this is not cool. I can't undo. It's okay because you didn't have what it takes to roll with the punches. So much nonsense. Yo te conozco. I don't know how to speak Spanish. Obviously, I am a fool. But I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I did like this one because it was more aggressive, but like when I hear this is not cool, it's just has big little brother and big dad energy. Like, whoa, 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 not cool, not cool.
This is not cool. Both of you think your shit doesn't stink.
Yep.
And we're gonna
You
have it
think
out
you're
right
so
now.
pure? You're so immature.
Listen,
Um, Look, that producer is a great one, but they might have been asleep, or they might this might have been the third draft. I don't know, but it needed a one more.
Matt thinks it needs one more. Songmeanings.com hate breeder said this song is dedicated to the two former band members that left the band. Then Unloco Bass OO said, "Hell yeah, it is. Haha, it's great that it is." And then he has a quote. He says, "Songs about two band members who parted with the band. The song is my response to their departure. Two people I thought were my friends left us. I can only say to Mark and Roger, may God be with you." That's what Vaya con Dios means. Words from lead singer of Ill Niño, Christian. Really laid it out there. Now, the interesting thing is that at this point in the history of the band, like today, as we record this, Christian and all these other guys are gone. I believe just the drummers left, and Mark Rizzo, one of the two guys that this is about, he's back in Il Nino. And another thing I learned about Mark Rizzo is apparently he always plays with a backpack on. He's always got a backpack on. I met him once when I was hanging out with Toomey, and he had a backpack on then too.
Wow.
Yeah, guy just always has a backpack. He's ready to go anytime. I'm imagining maybe he's a big snack guy. He's got a lot of snacks in there.
Oh, I love snacks.
Loves a snack. Loves a snack. Matt, what's your go-to snack?
Ooh. You know, recently
Mhm.
it's been Dots pretzels. Has that
Mm.
hit Indiana in waves yet?
So Matt, I was a big chocolate covered pretzel guy for a while.
I love a chocolate covered pretzel.
And longtime listeners of this show will remember that in an attempt to be frugal, I tried to buy some off-brand chocolate covered pretzels,
Okay.
and they gave me tremendously bad food poisoning. And which led to me editing the famous Results May Vary episode on what at the time felt like my deathbed. um,
Hey
and
man.
uh, and
Hey
so
man,
yeah.
can I help you out? You should have come to me as a this is the poor man's chocolate covered pretzel. It's pretzels and M&Ms, baby.
Mm. Was what I should have done. But basically, since that incident happened, which was, I believe, early 2020, I have not. I've basically done with chocolate covered pretzels. Have not gone
Yeah, I
back.
might have to throw them up or
Matt,
have them exit both hosts simultaneously.
Matt, it was a true, yeah, all
All
hands on
hands
deck,
on deck.
all hands on deck situation. It was not great, not great.
Both
Um,
ends.
both ends. Yeah, let me tell you. And that was 4 years ago. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't need to revisit that shit. Um,
Oh, I can't eat Oreos because I overate them and I made myself sick on them. And
mhm,
when I was a kid, like
mhm.
these are delicious, and I ate a whole sleeve like as a 6-year-old.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, I've never really enjoyed them since. I like
Mhm.
cookies and cream ice cream because it's ice cream. But
Sure.
yeah, I will never just grab an Oreo and dig in.
Right. I would say for a candy, I'm not a big candy guys, as people know, but I do love a Reese's Pieces in the fridge. Love cold Reese's Pieces.
Okay, I like Reese's Pieces. I like the peanut butter cup. That is a classic. That's my favorite Halloween.
Mm,
It's the peanut butter cup followed by the Snickers. I'm a big Snickers guy, but I try to stay away from candy because it's just trouble. Because
oh, it's
like
just trouble. Yeah.
I just want another one, and it's like it never. Where it's like I have some pretzels that kind of satiates me for a little bit.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm too tubby right now to be snacking. I need to
Yeah.
pull back.
Mhm.
I'm doing the best I can, but you could just harder,
It is, it
harder.
is, and I'm out there every day running
Running
and
and gunning.
gunning, and yeah, I can't be, listen, I was at work and I went up said staircase and then tried to like talk to somebody, and I was like, and I was like, okay,
That's a bad
time
look.
time to cut down on some of them snacks. So that
Oh,
was a
so that
little
was
bit
who's snacking.
of who's snacking. Matt, I think it's time to talk about this next song,
Let's
which
do
is
it.
called Unframed. So Matt, this chorus, it does not feel like a new metal chorus. It
No, no
feels
way.
like a proto emo, like emo chorus, pop punk chorus.
Yep.
And the only thing that I think keeps it from actually going into that though is that under it is a new metal band,
Yeah.
doing all the new metal things. And it was very interesting then once again, seeing that interview with Christian and just saying like it feels a little bit like the path untrod.
Mm.
What if Il Nino had gone in a more emo direction? I don't know if
Ooh,
it
kind of
necessarily.
like
Mhm.
go that Taking Back Sunday route.
Right. And I'm not saying that that's what they should have done, but it does feel like it might have been a more interesting direction. Uh, and when I hear something like this, it feels like, oh, this is what he really wants to do. You know, he
Hmm.
really. I mean, he's already making. He's getting very personal here. And part of me is like, just go all the way in. Like get real emo with it. But maybe when you have this much dread action in a band, you're not allowed to get that emo. You know, somebody come in and be like, you can get emo, but we're going to need to cut back on the dreads by at least 50 to 75%.
Yeah.
Because that's it. Yeah. Because as we all know, a lot of these, emo band guys, short, close crop, you know, they're short, you
Absolutely.
know,
Yeah.
but also that's because they're doing a lot of spins.
Yeah. Well, that's because it's short in the back and it's a swoopy in the front.
That's right. Yeah. And that's not really the vibe of the guys in Ill Niño.
No.
How'd you feel about the song otherwise, Matt?
I really liked it. I mean, that's a catchy ass song, catchy chorus. This one does seem to be about his dad, to me, at least on that first listen.
Matt, you are 100% correct. Before we get into the song meanings comments, though, I would like you to hear the "You Were Not There" section at 2 minutes.
Oh, just to drive it home. Okay, here we go. Yep. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, when you hear that, then you go, okay, no, we're still in a new metal record.
Yes.
Yeah, disregard the emo you heard earlier. We're back. It's new. Songmeanings.com. This person's name is Perversion of the Truth. Every other letter is capitalized.
Perfect.
I notice no one has put up a meaning to this song yet. But here it is, straight from the mouths of Christian Mikado, the lead singer of Ill Niño. This song has to deal with his parents. Growing up in Brazil, his mom led him to believe that the man in her life at that time was Chris's real father, when in turn, it really wasn't. He had seen a man in many pictures growing up and always wondered who it was, but his mother never told him who. Because as most people know, family and close friends are usually the pictures in frames. Okay, thank you. But his real dad wasn't, as the line goes. I've seen your face in the pictures with names that were never framed. And that's how he saw this man. Well, at the age of 19, he got a call when he was living in New York with his mom and family from his real dad back in Brazil. I remember when we spoke back then, I was cold and insincere. I was just 19 and so naive. I didn't care what you feel. My father's one and only call is what could have saved me. Well, he basically told his real dad to fuck off and that he wanted nothing to do with him since he wasn't around when he was growing up and all. But then he realized it wasn't so much his dad's fault, but more his mom's. The part in the song about how his father's call could have saved him has to do with how he was mad that he made bad choices in life, and he believes that if he listened to his father when he called, he wouldn't have made bad choices and such. According to Christian, in an interview I read, I guess he now talks and emails his dad monthly, and on Ill Niño's next world tour, they are going to plan a show in Brazil where he will meet his father for the first time. So yeah, that is the meaning behind Unframed.
Okay.
Imagine being at that show. Hey, everybody, we're about to do this song. And by the way, I'm meeting my dad right after the show. Insane. Insane intensity.
Wild.
I appreciate that comment for its thoroughness, for its digressions, and also that it passive aggressively says, I noticed no one's put up a meaning yet.
Wow.
Have you checked the name?
It's songmeanings.com.
Song meanings? It's right there. You have to type it in. You have to type it.
Use those little fingers.
Yeah. They're on the end of your hand. Figure it out.
Stop running and gunning and type a meaning, please.
Please. Matt, I think it's time to dive into the next song.
All right, let's do it.
It's called Cleansing.
That I love. I'm not crazy about the chainsing that happens, but like when he gets to that part, punch my ticket, because there was a moment there at the beginning where I was like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I might tap out of this album. I'm not feeling this.
Oh, Matt. Well, don't worry. They still got a little ripper in them. They got a little ripper in them. They still want a smooth boy. They still want a chains. But they still give you a little bit of screams. And the thing is that they're still fucking pissed. I think I kind of hate you. I never really liked you. This is not a passing phase. When I hear that, I'm thinking, wait, is this a bad relationship song? Or is this a song written from the point of view of a 13-year-old boy who's just been told that they have to go to bed now? They cannot stay up late and watch the X-Files. They cannot stay up late and organize their Spawn action figures. They got to go to bed. And they're like, I think I hate you.
I think I hate
And they're going to be like,
you.
you're 13. You'll get over it. And it's like, no, this is not a passing
No
phase.
way. I am never forgetting this moment.
Ever. You need to let me stay up. These shows are on. I'm never going to see them again. This was written pre-DVR, pre-on-demand, pre-streaming. You know.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the thing people don't realize. You know, somebody be like, hey, did you watch that show? I was out of the house. I didn't see it. I'll never see it now. You know, nowadays you can set your own schedule. It's beautiful, you know, but it also removes scarcity and it removes appointment television. Just pointing this out. I didn't want to bring everybody down. So let me bring you back up with some comments from songmeanings.com.
Do it.
BW10185 says, this song kicks ass. ... I can't believe no one has commented on it yet.
Oh God. Num 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 num.
These comments, they give me strength. They give me hope. They sustain me. Mandava said, this song does kick ass. Ill Niño rock. That was in all caps.
Hell yeah, it was.
And then someone wanted to point out that maybe some of the lyrics printed, Matt, may not be accurate. I know. Born of Desire 32 said the line is, this is not a passing phase, not phrase, idiots. That's
You dumb donkeys.
You dumb motherfuckers. It's phase, not phrase. Get me a keyboard. Stat. I gotta fix this.
I'm furious.
Oh, man.
Who could fix this?
Can someone fix this? Is this fixable? Can this be fixed? The forever question. And Ocelot 923, November 27th, 2007, said this song is about a person who was wronged in the past. The person who hurt him wants to try and make amends, but he can't let go of what the other person has done to him. A grudge, if you will. I will.
I have, and I will again.
Absolutely. Milady, I tip my hat. A grudge.
And to you, I bid you good morrow.
Good morrow. That's right. Oh, no, I'm being killed by Jack the Ripper.
I wanted to say Vio con Dios, but the truth is I'm from jolly old England.
That's right. That's right.
And you're about to be carved up.
That's right. That's right.
You know why? Because these two boys are chopping it up.
That's right. We're chopping it up. All right, Matt. Next up, we've got This Time's for Real.
Boy, I'm glad Sum 41 showed up to record a song for El Nino there. That was pretty nice of those guys.
Doctor said my mom should have had an abortion.
I'm glad I took a sip of water right then. And beautiful use of echo there.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. You know, it's funny, as somebody said recently, they were like, what do you think Sum 41's legacy is going to be? Do you think it's In Too Deep? And I was like, are you insane? Are you like out of your mind? Have you heard Fat Lip? What other song? In Too Deep? The second single? It's crazy talk. It's nuts. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Sum 41. We're here to talk about this song that sounds like Sum 41. I noted the emo touches in the guitar here. We're dealing with more lies. Ill Niño is just dealing with lies and betrayal all over the place. And you know what? I'm glad, because that's what you need in a nu metal record. You need lies and betrayal. If you're getting along with everybody and you're like, time to make a nu metal record, I think you're going to need to get a little lies and betrayal in your life if you want to make it an effective nu metal record. This one has a very soft, and I would say probably Latin-tidged guitar solo at 2:15, Matt. If
you want to hear it?
Yeah, let's check it out.
All right. Santana shows up. That time was for real.
That was for real. Very much for real. Songmeanings.com. Der Bull is back. Says this one, in my opinion, Il Niño's best song, is about not getting what you really want. You don't wish much, but the few things that you really want, you can't get. even if you try really hard. You're totally disappointed, you think it's unfair, and ask yourself, is this what I want? This, for example, applies when falling in love but not being loved back and therefore getting really depressed. You ask yourself, is this what I really want? This song really rules. I don't see why nobody else commented on this one. Parentheses, why do you make this song feel denied? Well, they're both songs. Cannot feel anything. They're songs. They won't feel denied. But thank you for bringing that up. They then followed up and said, sounds a lot like Linkin Park or Finger 11, by the way. I could see that, but I do believe, Matt, your Sum 41 reference definitely more apt.
Yeah.
Hate Breeder said, I love this song, but it doesn't sound like the bands you've mentioned. Then KS and Berg FL says, this song cranks. And yes, it does sound a lot like Linkin Park, only better.
Wow, got him.
That's a got him. And then
They heard Meteora the same year and it said, no, thank you. This time's for real.
This time's for real. Faint?
No
I'm
thanks.
no thanks. I know. I'm listening to This Time's for Real. And then finally, Matt, are you familiar with the famed pop culture writer Chuck Klosterman?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, this commenter's name is Kloosterman. And they said, I think this is one of Ill Niño's best songs. He's been lied to and he wants something and needs something, but he's being denied and kept from it. He continuously is searching for why he isn't getting the things he needs and wants. This is kind of like Linkin Park, but with a lot better guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. There you go. There was a music video for this song, Matt. I watched it.
You did?
I did.
Big shock.
Sat down at the old computer and said, what do you got for me, youtube.com? And then
Present me your wares.
Yes, and it had this video. The band is performing in a small boxing gym intercut with an aging boxer training for a match. This boxer has decided to surround himself with photos of old matches and lots of news articles about how he's washed up. He will touch these with his hand and the pictures as well. He would touch them in the way that says he's thinking about them. He does this a lot. The budget is so low they can't afford anyone to spot him when he's doing bench presses, so he has to do them by himself. The climactic fight appears to take place in a dark ring with 0 spectators. It was one of those things where I was like, do we even need this storyline? Because you're not giving it the proper investment. You need more. He needs a trainer. Anyone who's seen a Rocky movie knows that Rocky's got somebody in his corner. All right?
That's right.
And you cannot show me a boxer who doesn't have somebody in their corner. I mean, that's a true Bad News Bears situation. And if it's the case where that's the storyline, he's been abandoned, that's one thing. But when I can tell that it's just a budgetary concern, I say take the other boxer. This is where you get creative. Take the other boxer, put a hat on him, make him also that guy. Or, I don't know, you got 11 guys in Ill Niño, grab one of them. All right?
So we take you now to the record label talking about this one. Look, it's 2003. This internet's a new thing. We've got this thing. It's called stockphoto.com. Oh, look what we got here. We've got Sad Boxer.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, there's like 20 clips here of this sad boxer, I guess. Oh,
do we have any pictures of him looking at photos of himself younger and touching the photo?
Yeah. That's yep. The tags on it are washed up, had better days, lost it all, had it all, lost it all, and photographs. Yep. Let's just see what this is. Oh yeah. He's just a sad sack touching old photos.
Perfect. Excellent.
We have one of really sad one last fight. But he just seems to be in the ring by himself and he's kind of crying through it.
Let's cut that part out. Don't need any tears, but we'll definitely throw him in a ring and we'll cut it real quick. He'll win, but it won't matter because no one else is there because we couldn't afford anybody else.
Okay, sad last fight win. All right, yeah.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I'm getting word. I'm sorry, Matt. I'm getting word.
Yep.
We have to cut half the budget of that because Ill Niño loves candles. All right. So, Matt,
Damn it.
I'm sorry, Matt. The band is performing throughout this spectacle. They are surrounded by more candles and candle holders than I have ever fucking seen. And they're all in this boxing gym.
Liberace was like, too much.
Literally, there are so many candles in this video, and it's accentuated by the fact that they're in a boxing gym, a place you would never see candles. And they were just like, back up the truck, back it up, every candle you got. And they're like, well, what are we going to put these on? And they're like, we got candle holders. So many fucking candles. At one point, Christian is shown singing in a circle of candles. And as you heard when we listened to the guitar solo, and then it does this sort of like thing, you get a quick shot of the full band in like a V formation right behind all the candles. I am firmly believing that there may have been more of a budget. They may have been able to afford a second extra, and then El Nino said,
Candles.
candles, hello, candles.
Guess we'll go back to the stock footage website.
That's right. So if you love candles as much as El Nino, then you've got to see This Time's For Real video because you're going to lose your GD mind. All right. Enough of that. Dying over here. All right. Up next, we've got Lifeless Life. Matt, talk me through your feelings.
It's not bad. It is not bad. It's enjoyable. It's not necessarily the Nu-Metal that I'm looking for here. And I don't know, dude. I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry. This is like, yep. I don't know. There's something missing. Like, do you know what it is, Lorin? Do you feel the same way, or do you feel like
I feel very similar in that the album starts off and I'm feeling very much like I'm in it. I'm in the Nu-Metal vibe. We've got
yeah,
the chug, we've got the screams, but then they basically are like, we have you in. Actually, we don't want to scream. We're going to sing. And also, we're going to have a lot of betrayal, and that's fine. Love of
Mhm.
betrayal. But then even from there, we're going to start to like soften things even more. We're start to acoustic guitar solos. Okay. Interesting choice. And yeah, it just starts to just become too soft at a certain point. But then I also think about the time period, Matt. This is fall of 2003. This
Yep.
is the same time period in which POD was like, you know who we got to get on this record? Phil Kagi. You know, we've got
Right.
a acoustic guitar. We gotta slow things down. We gotta smooth things out. And for you and I, couple of Nu-Metal hardheads, you know, pull me in the pit and rip me to shreds. And El Nino's like, nah, give you a little shove,
Yeah,
a
I
little
just
little push pit.
like I said, it's not bad, but I can also see why, if you are familiar with this record, you wouldn't necessarily be like, this is the one I want to bring on the show, because there's not a ton to say about it, which is, I hate that. Like, it's a bummer. I'm a little bummed out here.
Well, Matt, over on songmeanings.com, there's a debate on what this song is about.
Oh.
I took it to be as something of an anti-drug song. Hate Breeder said this is a song about weed.
Okay.
But then Adam said, I find it hard to believe that this song is about marijuana, considering how religious the band is. I was like, I don't see the one-to-one there, but okay, continue. Go on. To me, the song is about Christian becoming addicted to a girl, so addicted that he feels he needs her just to cope with life. And she eventually messes him up so bad, it's like he is not even living anymore, hence the title, Lifeless Life. I hate to break it to you, but I don't think, bless you, Matt, I don't think you could get addicted to a girl. I don't know.
Oh, me. I'm addicted to a girl. She's my heroine.
My heroine. I'm addicted. Absolutely. I can't get enough of her. I have to go to rehab. What are you in rehab for? A girl. I'm in
full blown girl.
I'm in girl withdrawal. They cut me off.
I'm just completely crushed by a girl.
I can't go on anymore. They've got me in a 5150 hold because I'm addicted to a girl.
I have the softest penis. I'm addicted to a girl.
I'm addicted to a girl. Now, Hybrid Sinister says, damn, this song is hella strange, but it's an adrenaline rush. One of the best on Confession. Hybrid Sinister, good name. Hard disagree.
Hard pass.
Hard pass. All right. Okay. You think that the guy who's in rehab for girl addiction is going to get set up in a cell right next to the Joker?
Oh yeah. And then Harley Quinn walks in when he's getting busted out, and he's like, "That's the kind of girl I could get addicted to as well, Joker."
And the Joker's like, "I'm not freeing you. You're too weird."
Yeah, even the Joker's like, "You gotta stay in here, dude.
You gotta stay in here. You need help. I am the Joker. I am an agent of chaos, and I'm looking at you like, nope. You need the system. You need the system."
You know, I've been in and out of Arkham pretty much my whole adult life, and you, my friend, really would be served well to stay.
The doctors here are really good, and I really hope that you see them. I am not freeing you. Oh, the Penguin. Hey, come on out.
Two-Face.
Oh, I love that guy. Yeah. Do you hear about the guy?
You do not release the addicted to a girl guy.
Don't worry about it. He's not. He's staying. Killer Croc's
Oh,
like,
don't worry about me. I'm just in here pining for a lady.
for a lady. I'm addicted to a girl.
What a like if you were the girl that and truly if you were the girl, I hope everything is okay. I hope that you're all right.
Yeah,
because this guy, certified creep.
Certified. Yep, he's got a rubber stamp right in his bag. Says creep.
Yeah, that's why the Joker won't let him go. He's like, I don't deal in creeps.
I don't handle with creeps. I'm the Joker. I got a rap. I don't need Batman going, heard you're hanging out with creeps now, Joker. Whoa.
I didn't let him go. I didn't let him.
Batman's like, what? Oh, so he's still in Arkham? Thank God.
Thank God. That guy's a real creep.
Oh man. All right, Robin, call it off. That dude's still locked up. We're gonna let the Joker go. He did us a solid for once. All right, Matt.
All right. Yeah, I think we nailed that one.
I think that bit is gone to its conclusion. All right. Up next, we've got Numb.
Must be that Latin metal I've heard so much about.
Absolutely, Matt. We're hearing it here because we're dealing with a bad relationship song.
Oh.
Sounds like things did not go straight, did not go how he wanted them to go. He's sick of fighting, but he's also sick of blaming himself. He's sick of erasing your face in the places that they used to go. You know, you go to those places we used to always go. We used to always go to this laundromat, do our laundry together. I can't go there anymore. Had to get an apartment with washer dryer hookups just to forget you. You're touring apartments. This place got washer dryer hookups. Is that important to you? I've got to forget her. Yeah, it's important. And they'll be like, we got a fucking weirdo here.
Oh my God. Is he the brother of the guy that's addicted to a girl?
Are you addicted to girls? No, I'm not. That's my brother.
That's my brother.
That's my brother.
I'm the guy who just cares way too much about washer dryer hookup.
Yeah, that's all I care about. This
really laundry focused.
Super laundry focused. All right, I need washer dryer hookups. All right, and I need to know.
I'm not a creep. I'm persnickety.
Yeah, exactly.
What a dipshit.
Matt, I'm getting here's the thing. I'm getting POD vibes here, but I'm not getting prime POD vibes. I'm getting 2003 to 2006 POD vibes. Like too soft, but also like it's one of those things where I'm like, if POD did this song, it would be about Yahweh, and I would be like, this is fine, I guess. but because it's about forgetting this girl, whatever, I'm just like, it's just, I don't know. It feels a little limp noodle to me. Feels a little limp noodle.
Yeah, you know what's happening here is
Mm.
like I'm now like the beginning of it or the first few tracks were kind of like, okay, this is dyed in the wool classic.
Mhm.
And then we keep going and it's like, all right, now this feels like we're at the barbecue. This is playing in the background. It's now a vibe instead of like the aggression
Mhm.
and the chug and the screaming that I'm looking for. This song in particular, it's like, oh, cool. We had a bonfire on a beach, and it's just one of the songs on the mixtape that somebody made for cool, bonfire beach vibes.
Mhm.
But I'm not going like there's a conversation happening over this song.
Yeah.
There is not a whoa, 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 everybody stop talking. What is this song?
Yeah. Exactly. And over in song meanings, there were a lot of comments about how this song is about Christian's experience with a groupie, which I found to be so many people said it that I was like, I guess it's true. And so I started to dig
Based
it.
on what?
Well, okay, so I'll read you this first comment. It's from Lil Bo 1234.
Okay.
And they said, maybe that's Lil Bo.
Oh, it's me, Lil Bo.
Lil Bo. Very appropriate lyrics. Gotta love this song. I listened to this song loads without really hearing the words. Totally suits the mood of a broken relationship. And I totally agree with the comment on groupies. Considering how my man ran off with a groupie following his band, he really did change, and I've spent my time without him feeling numb. We gotta love life. All right, Lil Bo. One, two,
Lil
three, four.
Bo.
I'm sorry that your man ran off with a groupie with his band. That's tough.
It's not fun.
Not fun. But then Bloodhawk, October 28th, 2005, rolls in. And I'm like, listen, if your screen name is Bloodhawk, I will give you the time of day. This song is about a bitch that messed up my life. It's about a groupie I fell in love with. It's been a big mistake to fall in love with her, and she was the wrong person to fall in love with. I've been trapped. End quote. Christian Machado, Ill Nino. Okay.
Sure. Sure. You know what everybody does. Help me. Please, dear God. I'm trapped with a groupie. I can't. Help. Help.
911, what's your emergency?
Help.
Oh,
I've done everything I could to escape. I've gone to
sir,
songmeanings.com.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you trapped? Who's holding you hostage?
A groupie.
All right, sir. All right. All right. A groupie is holding you hostage. Okay.
Yeah.
Has it made a mold of your penis yet? Has it
Big
made a mold?
time. Big
Okay.
time
All right.
couple.
All right. They made a mold of your penis. They will need to leave the room to check the kiln to see the status of the mold. At that time, are you shackled, sir? Are you being
No,
held?
I'm totally free to walk out.
All right. Okay. I understand you're afraid. You're dealing with a groupie here. All right.
She
Okay.
knows everything.
Okay. All right. Listen, are you carrying any cash on you?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we are a cashless society now. Dumb question. Sorry I asked. All right. Are you carrying any gift cards? Do you have any gift cards on your person?
I have a Starbucks gift card.
All right. All right. All right. Leave the Starbucks gift card. Leave it down near the doorway. All right. When the groupie re-enters the room, she will be distracted by the Starbucks gift card. Make a run for it. Stay on the line, sir. Stay on the line.
Okay. Will you stay with me?
I'm with you.
How do you feel about guys in bands?
They're pretty cool.
All right. That is exactly what happened.
That's what happens. Don't get caught. All right. Don't get caught.
Don't get caught.
You'll be held hostage by a groupie, and she'll make a plaster cast of your genitals. It's just what happens.
It's just what happens.
Matt, this next song is also a question.
Have you ever felt?
Christian's very upset about his absent father.
Yeah.
I will say that this song, we're getting a little samey. at this point.
Yep.
And I wrote that this one's too meandering and I want to get to the rocking. And the lyric, I don't want to know, I don't want to feel, I don't want to be, I don't want to sound crazy, I don't want to sound insane. Okay, fair enough. Songmeanings.com, Dear Bull is back. Who
Ooh,
said
dear
this-
hole.
Dear Bull, they said this song is about taking too much mischief in and to be driven crazy by it and turning really paranoid, exactly what I am facing.
Oh.
Reminds me a lot of the song By Myself from Linkin Park, Kicks Ass 2.
It's
I
like the fifth Linkin Park reference in song meanings.
It is a lot, and I just want to say that the idea of taking in too much mischief, are you Rumpelstiltskin if you are taking in too much mischief?
Well, in between spinning straw to gold, I also challenge damsels to riddles to keep their children.
Oh
If
boy,
that's too much mischief, then maybe you don't know what mischief is.
I don't. T
You
Jazz,
mind if I stroke my balls while you talk?
you know what? Stroke away, buddy. Stroke away, Rumpelstiltskin.
This is how I make coins. Then you
right.
just hear coins dropping into a jar.
I don't think people know that when Rumpelstiltskin masturbates, yeah, little coins come out of his little rumple dick. So
Rumpled dick skin.
Rumple Dixon, there you go.
We got cut all of this.
Oh man, I'm glad. You know what's so funny? It's like, oh, you guys couldn't get a guess for Ill Niño. Well, this is what happens, buddy.
Yeah. Usually I bounce off of people. Left to my own devices, I'm just a pervert.
That's right, Matt. You know what though, Matt? Don't sell yourself short. It's not like you're addicted to
I'm
girls.
just addicted. I'm just a regular old creep addicted to girl.
Addicted to girl. Yeah, this commenter's name is TG's, who said, yeah, it's about being paranoid about whatever it is the person is going through at the moment.
Mm.
Il Nino is just the Spanish Linkin Park, only they are incredibly better.
Oh wow. Incredibly better?
Incredibly better. Axe Hall responded to that and said, Nino are not a Spanish Linkin Park. Nino are thrash metal. Linkin Park are nu metal. Very big difference. Hey, Axe Hall. No.
Agree to disagree.
We are going to have to table this one, buddy, because you crazy.
You crazy for this one, Axel?
Crazy for this one, Axel. This trash metal? This trash?
Why don't you go over there with Rumpelstiltskin?
Listen, Rumpelstiltskin's over there putting some coins out of his dick. Go hang out with that cat for a little bit. Then that's a little bit more thrash, I would say.
Yeah.
We just got to keep it going, Matt.
We do.
Up next, we've got When It Cuts.
When it cuts. Yep.
I got a question. Why is this track 10?
Why are there 14 tracks when you could have already easily cut 2 of those same-os and moved this up?
You could have.
When it cuts the track list.
Yes, that's right. This needs a hardcore bump up.
Bump. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I don't like using words like this because I love music, but boy, I was really struggling there. I was like, I have nothing to say about this. It's not bad. It's not good. That's not good.
No, but here we are. We're riffing. We're rocking. We got screams, scratches. Richie's has it all. It's not a classic, but it's solid. I don't know why it's track 10. Doesn't make any sense to me. You know, we could speculate. Who knows? I will just go to this extremely misspelled to a level that you would not believe comment from the commenter whose name is I Like Dirt. And they said, Wowie, this song is awesome. And then they said, and hurts it much la.
Are they Rumpelstiltskin?
I believe they're actually Mr. Mixelplick
Oh,
from
yeah,
Superman, and they are attempting to get Mr. Mixelplick to say his name backwards.
Of course.
That's how you get him out of your universe. Either way, this is When It Cuts. This is one of the best songs in this album. I don't know why it's track 10. Doesn't make any sense.
Absolutely.
Wasn't a single. Why not? Did they feel that they couldn't fit any candles into the video? I believe that if you believe you love candles that much, you can fit them into any
You can
video.
make it happen.
Absolutely. I don't even know that no one else had anything to say about what the song means, and that's fine. But
Because it doesn't matter because it rocks.
that's right. That's right. I mean, listen, we haven't talked about the scratching. There's a lot of scratching on
A
this
lot
album.
of scratching on this
A
album.
lot of scratching. And the scratching guy, I believe, is also the hand drum guy. So
cool.
yeah. So he's doing a whole bunch. All right. Up next, we have Letting Go.
No.
This one's tough because
They have, it's like, oh, we have the ingredients to make a delicious meal, but we have no idea how to put it together.
you're sitting there, you've got all these ingredients, but you're like, do I cook this in the stove? Like on the stove? Do I cook it in the oven? Do I use a pan? Do you use a wok? Do I cover before putting it into the oven? Am I stirring? Am I mixing? Am I letting it simmer? They have all of it. You hear all of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it just does not congeal. It does not hold together. And the Linkin Park of it all
Yeah.
is too much. And the thing about these verses, I was like, is he doing a Shinoda here?
That's
Or
the thing, is like, he's not. He's half in Shinoda and half in our boy. Like,
honestly, the thing that he really starts to sound like at a certain point in my listens, I was like, he just sounds like a guy under the staircase. You know, he's really sounding like, like somebody who's just like, hey, are you going to bed? And you're like, wait, is there somebody under the staircase? Just me, guy under the stairs. You going to bed? Hey, you going to bed? You going to bed? It's just me on the stairs. Just slide me.
It's just me writing songs and singing lyrics.
I'm just under the stairs.
Don't mind me now. I'm under here. I'm very confused by this song because, yeah, like, all the ingredients are great, but it's just like, why, oh, why it does this macaroni and cheese have ice cream in it? Which might not actually be bad, but it's like, it just doesn't go. It's just like, huh? Vanilla ice cream and macaroni and cheese. I don't think that's a great combo.
Yeah. Now, I will say songmeanings.com.
They come through?
Football 54 says about a guy that's got so many problems inside that it makes part of him just do everything he doesn't want to the person he loves. So he is saying go away before they both hurt more.
Oh.
Hybrid Sinister responds and says, I think you're right, Football 54. Nice idea, but the song didn't come out very well.
Ooh, that's a got him.
That's a got him. All right, Matt. We are
I'm going to ask you a question because I see that the last song is a song that we've heard before, but it's the Spanish version.
Correct.
Are we going to listen to that, or should I ask you a certain question?
Matt, we are not going to listen to that song because it is exactly the same, except it is in Spanish. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So how respectful of our time is this album?
Matt, this album clocks in at 47 minutes and 7 seconds.
That's pretty respectful.
Yeah, and that is including the Spanish version of How Can I Live. So chop that bad boy off, and yeah, you're at like 44.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Pretty respectful of your time. Honestly, on my listens, my dinner listen,
I could see this breezing by.
It breezes by. It doesn't drag, because it's moving through. There's no epic 10-minute tracks or anything like that. We're just we're just cooking, and sometimes the cooking isn't. I mean, we're cooking. Doesn't mean that it's edible, but we're cooking. Okay, we're always cooking. Always cooking.
Always. ABC. Always be cooking.
Always be cooking. All right, Matt. Here it is. All the right words.
Wow.
Yeah, Matt, this is Ill Niño's horny and sad song. I definitely think we're dealing with someone that may possibly be addicted
to girls.
To a girl. The lyric, I can smell the way you taste. I chase every breath you take. I want to touch. I just want to touch you. I just want to fuck you. Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Saying a lot.
Saying a lot. I would say the Joker would probably leave you locked up. Saying that type of stuff. I'm fine. I'm fine. Let me out, Joker.
Nah, no, thank you. Ha ha ha.
Wow, Joker, leaving the guy behind. I get it. I get it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna lick these bars, okay?
Yeah, I'm not into this. The Joker skeeved out. He's like, no, thank you.
Whoa, hold on.
Ooh,
Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. Songmeanings.com. I have to bring up this comment because it's from Quiff Porn.
Oh, back with a vengeance.
They said, I'm pretty sure it's about being with someone who you enjoy sleeping with, but knowing that there is no way that you will ever be in love with them. He is questioning if it is right to lie to her to make her feel better. Grim. Grim, if that is what this song is about.
Yep. Well, you know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
we're all doing our best.
Some of us are. All right, Matt. It's the final original song in the album. It's called Rebirth.
Okay, too late. Too late.
Too late. Too late. Matt Goth Industrial Nas says, you have unveiled your drum machine too late. Too late in the game. I know, Matt, you heard that and you went, you've had a drum machine
This whole fucking time.
this whole time and you didn't use it?
You had the ability to play the Amen breakbeat and you didn't.
You saved it for the last. How dare you?
You made me sit through lifeless life.
They were just like, where do we put this this little ripper with the drum machine? Do we put it dead last?
Yep.
Like, yep, I guess so. Now I will say that the song meanings comments do deliver on this one.
Okay.
Mind X Pander, February 7th, 2005, said, I can't believe no one has commented on this song.
World class name, world class comment.
It's probably the most brutal on Confession.
Mm.
Corre pero come mierde means run dog, eat shit. Kind of like saying, run you dog, and of course eat shit.
So wait.
All right,
Mind
man.
expander. Because my brain just got blown out my ears. You mean to tell me that the literal translation is what it would be like?
Yeah, Matt. The translation is run dog eat shit, which is kind of like saying run you dog, and of course eat shit. To use it, it's one of those
Great
things that
job.
can you use it in a sentence? Sure can.
Yeah, run you dog.
And of
then
course,
eat shit.
and of course, as I tip my hat, eat shit. Then a comment from Spy47, who said, in the context, the word pero means bitch. And in the context, camierda means shit eater. And yup, it's the heavier song in Confession. Real good indeed, especially the electronic beginning and ending.
Sure.
Thank you, Spy47. I'm sure you typed that out either in all black or all white. Mad Magazine. There you go.
I'm sure you folded the back page
together to reveal a hilarious joke. And that's the album, Matt. That's
buddy, we did it.
We did it. Everybody who said no to us, who's beefing with Ill Niño, this is what you passed up on, buddy. This is what you passed up on. And now it's the part of the show where we talk about
Canon Talk.
Matt, let's start with you.
Talk about the Canon.
Yeah.
No. It's not great. It's not bad, and that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It is ultimately forgettable. It has a couple rippers, but the rippers are spaced way too far apart in the album. It gets way too middling, and I wanted a lot more. The guys can do the damn thing, because when they do drop the hammer, it feels great, but they don't want to keep the pedal to the metal. They want to ease off the throttle and they want to smooth boy me, which is a choice, but it's not my favorite choice. And it just lends to an album that feels a little bit like, even at 44 minutes, this is too long.
Yeah.
Cut these fucking tracks out of here. Give me a 30-minute 10 banger out of this, and I might have a different tune, but as it stands right now, no, I don't have anything.
Yeah, but I mean, this album is fine, but you
That
can't.
sucks, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's the
fine.
thing. Yeah, it sucks and it's fine, but you can't shake the sense that we can get what these guys are offering somewhere else and better. Everybody keeps talking about Linkin Park and POD, and they deliver the same kind of nu metal, but in shinier, hookier packages. And with the Latin metal thing, I said, unlike Puya, you know, if we're going to use another example of a band which uses, you know, Latin and South American influences, uh they really use them. They really bring them in. We get like
Yeah.
a couple of, you know, acoustic breaks, but for the most part, this is pretty meat and potatoes nu metal stuff, but with a lot of smoothed out vocals. Um, and really what I wrote in my notes is that like the Latin metal styles, it feels more like a spice than a primary flavor.
Yeah.
Like if they really doubled down on it, it would be a more interesting album. But they don't. But yeah, so it's not terrible, but it's not great. Nothing stands out, and I don't have anything for the canon.
There it is. There it is.
There it is. So there you have it. Everybody who's been begging us to do an Ill Niño album, you're welcome, because now you're stuck with the guy that's addicted to girls, haunting your dreams forever.
While this guy over here runs and guns.
That's right. I'm running and I'm gunning constantly. And that just brings us to the end of another episode of Roach Koach, Matt.
We did it, Lorin.
We did it again. Thank you so much for listening. Keep on saying hello to us online. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Roach Koach and all those. We're also on YouTube. We're also on TikTok. Say hello to us on all those platforms. Send us an email, roachcoachpodcast@gmail.com. Of course, the pact is ongoing. Brand new ep is up. All about Switchfoot, the beautiful letdown, a super fun app, super fun to talk about. And you should definitely check it out. Patreon.com/Roach Koach Podcast. Become a patron. Check out the pact.
Love
And
it.
until next time, Matt, thank you.
Lorin, thank you.
Roach Riders and Indigo Angels.
I'm addicted to girls.
No, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Roach Koach
Podcast.
hot all day, every day. It's the Roach Koach
Podcast.
all day, every day.